Carlton Sharp, pastor of Faith Christian Center Church, right here in Beaumont, Texas. And we're here on what's happening in our neighborhood. And today, my special guest is Pastor Curtis Johnson. Welcome, Pastor.
All right, it's good to be with you, Pastor Sharp.
Hey, listen, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Pastor Curtis Johnson, the founding pastor of the Greater Grace Baptist Church here in the city of Beaumont, Texas, located on Laura Street, right by the old Central High School there. And we've been in ministry in this area now since '83. So that's a little bit over 36 years or so.
Wow.
So God's been good to me. He's blessed me in my own home city.
I
Thank God for that, you know.
I mean, you're homegrown.
That's right.
You
That's
went to all the public schools here in Beaumont?
I went to the public schools. Discipline in the public schools.
So what school you came out of?
We graduated from French High School.
Oh, you a Buffalo, man.
That's right. Class of '79. That's it.
What you say?
Yes, sir.
Now, Pastor, you are the first vice president of the Beaumont, the Baptist Ministers Union here in the local area.
That's right. That's right. The Beaumont Baptist Ministers Union. It's an organization that's perhaps yet older than I am. I'm 58.
Yeah.
And I remember that organization even from the standpoint of a child. My late pastor, the Reverend G.W. Daniels, as you know, was president for many years with that organization, and it's always been a light in the community. It's been a very helpful resources, not only for pastors, but for churches and individuals as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you mentioned Reverend Daniels, I mean, you talking about a giant in our community.
That's correct. You can't really talk about Beaumont too long without making mention of the late Dr. G.W. Daniels.
Now, as a matter of fact, you were under Reverend Daniels back in the day.
Yes, sir. Was born and raised up right across the street from the church. I remember as a boy sitting on the porch watching my pastor come to the church. He was from the old school, you know. He went every day.
Yeah.
I remember him telling me in my early ministry, he said, if you go to the doctor's office, he's going to be there. So when they go to the pastor's office, you need to be there.
Wow.
You need to be there. And the shepherd is not far from his sheep.
And that's a good thing for pastors who are watching today need to understand, hey,
that's
listen.
Right. It worked back then.
It worked, and it works today.
Yeah, and it worked today.
It works today.
Yeah, it works today.
So who comprises the Baptist Ministers Union?
It's made up of local pastors in this area. Of course, the Golden Triangle, Beaumont, Texas, and vicinity, are made up of preachers and pastors of like faith, and we come together on Tuesday. I like the way our president says it, Pastor Sashan, that actually it's a great fellowship where pastors can come. Now, it is a Baptist Ministers Union, but we always welcome others. We have one faithful member, Pastor David Robertson. Of course, you know. He's Douglas Memorial. He's Methodist by his profession there, but he's a brother among us. So,
with his deep baritone voice.
Oh yeah, man. That David. There's only one David Robertson.
That's it. That's the only one.
Yeah.
That's the only one, David Robertson. So you guys meet every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday at the Morning Star Baptist Church here in the city of Beaumont. It's on Hollywood Street, and Pastor Rufus Parker is pastor there. We've been meeting there now over close to 20 years now, maybe 20 years. Yeah, and it's a great fellowship. Great fellowship. Maybe we need to see you a little bit more.
Yeah, I come every now and then, but my schedule is such, man. I'll be shooting this show right here.
Yeah, we understand.
Hey, listen. When you're at the union, you say it's a fellowship of pastors and ministers, because nobody knows what a pastor and a minister goes through but another pastor and another minister.
That's right. I couldn't have said it no better. And again, I thank God for our president. I've been around him for many years now. His wisdom is this: nobody want to put up with a preacher but another preacher. And so that's the best place for a minister if you're hurt, or if you are going through, all of us, even as pastors, I think sometimes the people forget, even we as pastors have our faults and failures, and we are affected by certain things within our families and communities as well. And it's just good to join up with other pastors, it gives you spiritual motivation. And then when it's like a bunch of shepherds getting together talking about their day, and the sheep and the damage the sheep has caused, or and you just get together and you can learn so much and be empowered by one another.
And the Bible says that iron sharpeneth iron, and this fellowship is a way for us to sharpen the iron of each other.
Yeah, you got to be willing. When you speak about that, Pastor, you got to think about iron is a heavy metal. And so you got to hurt in order to get better.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, but then when you're around the brothers, they can put that, they can soothe that pain because we know what you're going through.
But you got to have the truth. You got to have the truth.
Yeah.
Even as a pastor, you got to have the truth.
And at the fellowship on Tuesdays, you guys deal with the Sunday school lessons, and then you have a word from God that comes out.
That's correct. We have the Sunday school exposition, and those fellows, man, I'm telling you, you couldn't get any better if you went to a seminary. You come on Tuesday morning, it's just like being in the school of the prophets, and man, those preachers are sharp. I'm telling you, we have a great time every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. I'm almost tempted to tell the president we need ushers on Tuesday morning. So we have a good time. We have a real good time.
And then then someone comes and gives a word.
Right. You have the Sunday school, and then you have the doctrinal. That deals with sometimes doctrine of sanctification. We dealt with the doctrine of Satan,
justification, and things of that sort.
Right. In our faith, and things that comprise the Bible that hold us together. You got to have that doctrinal teaching.
Yeah. But now, once you leave there on Tuesday, there are several things that the Baptist Ministers Union do in the community that people may not know about.
That's right. We have different committees, just like you would in your church. We have different committees that take care of different phases of the unions and facets, such as our PR committee, which is led by Pastor Vernon Tubbs, and he keeps us abreast on things, issues, political wise, anything that affects the community. He's our eyes and ears. He come back and report on Tuesday. We entertain and listen to different politicians that may have concern, different community leaders. We've had the chief of police. We had persons from the police department as well as our sheriff and from her department. So we're able to stay in contact with our community. We're just not on the pulpit, but we're actually involved in what happens in our community.
Mentioning the sheriff, you have a special program called the Jail Intervention Program that the ministers are able to go into.
Right, we were informed this past Tuesday that the pastors have a 24-hour door open to go to the jail and pray at any request. So we were glad to hear that.
That's good.
And because it's needed. Jesus said when I was in prison.
Yeah, you visited me now.
You visited me, yeah. So we can check that.
That the sheriff will open the door.
Right.
To let the men of God come in.
Yeah, she's been doing a great job. And between the